What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode here on the YouTube channel. Guys, go ahead and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And man, we're gonna have a very powerful explanation of the whole Derek Jackson thing with my brother, man. He wants to be my big bro, but he's shorter than me. But I will go ahead and let him introduce himself and what his YouTube channel is all about. Go ahead, brother.
Peace. George Macon, back at you again. Man, listen, my channel, the George Macon Experience, man, I talk about family things, the black community, black development, and things that we need to do. Today we're gonna get it, we're gonna really get after this Derek Jackson thing. But I'm gonna talk about that woman. I wanna talk about the woman. And before I even start, I'm issuing out the challenges to Tasha K, Cynthia G, all of those women. Well, I don't know, the pink pill, all of those women out there that actually make videos about men and the things that men ain't doing, and a lot of the men's shortcomings. Some things is true, some things ain't. But this is my challenge to you guys. The only victim here is Derek Jackson's wife. She's the victim here. She's the one that was cheated on. Derek Jackson is a well-known person. These women out here know that he's married. They know that he has a significant other. And they're still choosing to mess around with this man. So where's the sisterhood? I'm challenging you guys to actually condemn this woman who thought she was doing something by exposing Derek Jackson. So that's what I want to talk about today. So I bring it back to you, O'Shea, and I'm gonna go in on this.
So yeah, it's funny because a lot of us and I have been, because actually now there's a lot that's unfolded in the last 48 hours. First, Tasha K brought out the fact that he was a cheater. He responded and said he didn't sleep with him. Then she came out with yet a second lady named Leanne. He then came out with his wife and then said, okay, yes, I was stepping out of my marriage.
He said I was stepping outside of my marriage, which includes not just casual, but sex. Mm-hmm. But yesterday he pled the blood of Jesus. He sounded like a Baptist preacher on a pulpit. Right. That's what he sounded like yesterday.
I guess he wasn't saved yesterday. I guess the anointing missed him on yesterday and they caught him today. I guess God works on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I guess he ain't an on-time God all the time, huh?
No, he ain't on time all the time. See, the new hustle, man, on YouTube. Because see, on YouTube, you can be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. You can be anything you want. And if you can talk good, you can do a good game. You can get away with a lot of stuff. But on YouTube right now, you have a lot of people that's taking advantage of people's pains, black people's pain, and gullible sisters. You have black men that's doing this stuff, and you have black women that's doing it. And they're actually pandering to a lot of women's decisions and a lot of the pain of women. And they're gathering the audience, and they're starting to see that it's very lucrative. And I hope that sisters can learn something from this. When you have a person like Derek Jackson that comes out and just like my wife used to say, this guy's pandering to woman, like this shit don't even sound right. He's 6'5", muscles. He come out here and talk all the stuff that women want to hear, talking to the ear, but they actually looking at the person. They ain't listening to shit he's saying. They looking at him. And he noticed. He know that listen, he's a handsome man, stature, a big guy, women looking at him, and he's able to get away with it. But what I really want to talk about is this sisterhood, these women. How come every time there's a scandal like this with a man that gets caught cheating on his wife, which is a moral thing, which is wrong, how come there's never ever no pushback against these women? See, I like to know from some of you married sisters that may watch this video that's listening to George. I've been with my wife 16 years, raised daughters, raised sons. I like to come right down the middle with this thing, because if we're going to punish Derek, these women should be equally punished. I mean, what's the pastor name? Jamal Bryant. Time and time again, he gets caught cheating. And I see videos about Jamal. and rightfully so. But nothing about these women that's going out sleeping with the pastor. No punishment, no condemnation, nothing. Nobody says anything. And when you do that, I'm saying to you sisters, you good sisters out here, when you don't push back and don't say nothing for fear of being attacked by other women, you actually allow this side chick culture to survive. These women today like being side chicks. They don't want to be married like you. They don't want to go through, they don't want to do the right things and be a good woman. Hold down, help hold down a family and be a good helpmate to your husband. They want to be bust down and hoes. And they want to be celebrated for it. But they're able to get away with it because y'all don't say shit. Mm-hmm. See, the victims is a lot of women victims in this that's victimized by other women, because that girl could have easily told Derrick Jackson no. Mm-hmm. Easily told him no, and we wouldn't be here. But she didn't give a damn about his wife. She gave a damn about what she can get. Until she couldn't get it no more, then she got butthurt and want to expose. So now YouTube is in the uproar over Derrick Jackson, but nobody's saying nothing about this woman.
Why do you think nobody's Why do you think nobody's saying about her?
Because I think that I don't know. That's something that Brother Obsidian might have an answer for. Mm-hmm. I really don't know. I think that it's just a culture that's it's this new culture that we just allowed it. Years ago, something would have been said. She'd have been looked at as a hoe. And got passed around like frisbees back in the day. Dudes wasn't really trying to wife a hoe back in the day. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, hoe culture, side chick culture is the shit. That's the norm now. Mm-hmm. That's the norm. Back in the day, if you was known as a, you had to wait till you got old and was out the way till somebody want to put a ring on your finger or something. But wasn't nobody wifing no hoe like that, especially a known hoe. Mm-hmm. Nowadays,
go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nowadays, it's normalized. Now, I'll give you another example. Mm-hmm. Last year, that was that pastor that got caught eating a box.
Yes.
And the girl recorded him, and it was all over social media, right?
Right.
But the girl, just think of this, brothers, because we're logical men. She had the gall to record it and put it out on social media as if she was exposing him, but not herself. And there was no pushback or backlash for this woman. What about that man's wife before she spread her ass and let him put his tongue down there? Did she care? No. So I'm asking sisters, where's the sisterhood? So any sisters that get mad at me, if you're married, I expect you to stand on the side of the street with me. Because I stand with you. I stand with married women. I stand with women in committed relationships that's working hard every day in a climate that's anti-marriage, anti-relationship, working real hard to obtain and maintain a relationship to keep a man in the house with their children and doing the right thing. And then you got these women out here knowing these men are in relationships and they still choose to sleep with these men when they can easily say no. Your body, right? It's your body, right? So now when you choose to give up your body to a man that may be pursuing you behind his wife's back, how are you just exempt from the punishment? I'm asking you, Tasha K. Where's your video? Do you, matter of fact, you women, Cynthia, Tasha, Pink Pill ladies, do you actually care about married women? Do you actually care about women in committed relationships? Well, if you do, then I expect to see your video condemning these women that behave in this way. I expect to see you making videos condemning a side bitch. Is that the type of culture that we're okay in? That's okay? See, anybody that check my content, I go out of my way to come. I got a lot of brothers in the manosphere that hate me because I talk about black male accountability all day. I don't talk about women too much. I talk to brothers about black male accountability and what we should do. How we should stand firm on certain things in order to develop our communities and raise up boys to understand what their role is to women. But how come you guys can make videos about what men ain't doing all day, but these same men got willing participants? And I've scanned YouTube all day looking for the video that's condemning this woman. Not one video.
Let me ask you this, because I've seen this sort of thing happen in churches where, you know, the woman knows the wife, knows he has a pastor, stuff like that. And then, you know, the pastor is promising the lady he gonna leave the lady, and then she don't, and then she expose him. But in this case, you know, Derrick Jackson, in all fairness, he wasn't necessarily very clear with the fact that, well, you know, he was always saying, I am married, but me and my wife are not together. We're living separate. We're separated. So we're not in, you know, we're legally married, but we're not in a relationship. He was making himself revealing as he was open, or he wasn't. So the ladies were, he wasn't telling them ladies like, you know, and I'm just saying for shits and giggles. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it wasn't like he was clear with them. You know, some people would say, well, you know, he didn't say like, you know, I'm married, and they understood their position. He was making them believe that something could be more or more becoming of the relationship, when in actuality he was hiding that from them. Are they still at fault?
Let's just do it this way.
Yeah, go ahead. Break it down.
I'm gonna be 100%. I ain't even gonna hold back.
Don't hold back,
man. Listen, Derrick Jackson looks like the bouncer. He's the guy. He's 6'5", dark skin with muscles coming out of ears. Women see him as a big with feet walking. That's how they view him. They don't give a about his woman or nothing. He knows it. He knows it. He uses that to his advantage. But for the most part, dudes like that in the street have access to women before they even open their mouth or talk. In the hood we come from, he has access to women. So now when he comes and he talks this stuff and panders to him with that look like that, he put his pictures all up on social media with the shirt off, the muscles, and women are looking. They're not listening to shit he's saying. They're looking at this man, and they all got the fantasy. They all have the fantasy of being with him. So of course he do what every nigga do. Man, yeah, I'm separated, man. Me and my wife, you know, we going through some stuff, but you still married. You still married. You still on paper. You're not divorced. You're married. So if those women going to sleep with this man, they still sleeping with a man that's still tied to another woman.
Right.
But let's keep it real. Listen, I can make videos like Derrick Jackson. I'm 5'7". I'm 200 pounds. I'm built. I work out every day. I don't look like that. We know that as people, we very visual. The same way if it's a fine chick making videos pandering to men with a fat ass and a tight dress and half her titties out every day, every nigga be watching. It's the same thing. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
She'll be using that to her advantage to get the attention of men. Well, he's doing the same thing to these women, and he's selling them a fantasy and talking this shit and using his physical stature. That's what he's doing. But every man knows this. Every man on the planet sees and look at this nigga. We know what he's doing. My wife seen it and told me from the door, man, this dude playing the hell out of these chicks. My wife said it.
Right.
So what I'm saying is listen, man, women are not stupid, bro. Those women know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They know what they're doing. These women, listen, a lot of these women just want their turn, man. They want their turn. Right. They looking at him and they saying, man, that man, listen, the same way we see a chick and like, damn, she look good. I bang the hell out of her. Women do the same thing with men. Mm-hmm. Women do the same thing with men. It's some men that ain't got to do shit but show up.
Right.
It's some men out here that got to show up and maybe have a little something. It's some men out here that got to do everything and bring up the Brinks truck to get a woman. But it's some men, if we just being honest, it's some dudes that got to back the Brinks truck up just to get a woman. It's some dudes out here that got to show off a little bit, tell a little lie. It's some men out here, man, all they got to do is show up to the party and the women like, who the fuck is that? That's just what it is.
Right.
We all ain't the same, bro.
Right.
And he used that to his advantage to pander the women to take advantage of women. But these women know that shit and they want to be taken advantage of because they want their turn. So reason why I'm saying, where is the pushback on these women that behave in this way? Because if you walk in the room and ask any woman who want to be a hoe, nobody gonna raise their hand for the most part. They all gonna be like, I ain't no hoe. Ain't no good man out here. I want a man. I want this. Well, well, when this man is sleeping around on his wife, how come ain't none of y'all defending his wife? O'Shea, where's the video where the sisterhood is defending his wife? Where's the video? I'm waiting. Ain't none. Ain't none. They thankful that that woman exposed it and she's being praised and heralded now. She's being praised. Where she should where she should be being exposed as well, man. You know, it's Obsidian said it the other day, yesterday on a brother pill. Obsidian said, man, the wife is innocent. She ain't do nothing wrong.
Right.
The wife ain't do nothing wrong. And when I look at that picture on Instagram, to me, his wife looks like a woman that society standards would call corny. But she's probably a good woman. She probably takes care of home, takes care of those children. She's probably not a hassle. But most of the time, these brothers get with those type of women because they can put them in a home and take advantage of them while they run around and with bust downs. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. They run around and sleep with women that they know that they ain't got no business being with. But he went and got a good girl, put her in a home while he run wild and sell lies to society. Right. And there's too many good women out here that's like that's getting caught up with these fake ass niggas that's being done wrong. Right. Sisters ain't saying nothing about it. Right. Because this is the thing, O'Shea. I'm gonna be honest with you. Go ahead. Every woman out here, every woman in our community ain't just purposely making bad decisions with men. It's some women out here that get with dudes like this that talk this shit that really believe that they got a good man. And he turned out to be a fuck nigga. I mean, you know, see, you got a woman like his wife, and then he running around with bust downs. Mm-hmm. So it is some good girls out here that get taken advantage of by these niggas, but where is the videos from these sisters condemning this woman? Right. Protecting women like this. I'll make the video then. I'll protect his wife. I'll speak up for his wife that says you women don't want to do it. I thought it was a sisterhood. Right. Because what I also might think too is like you said, it is Atlanta. And obviously he probably wasn't showing his wife a lot, but I'm pretty sure women who were interested in him, because a lot of those women, like the one chick, Leonie, she was saying that she was messaging him on Instagram like, oh, I want to meet up with you, come to your book signing. You know, he wasn't like messaging her. A lot of them was messaging him. Yes. Right? Man, listen, they was meeting up to get the goddamn, they wanted to go get the BBC. They know what they want. Right. Listen, I don't play no games. Listen, these chicks, chicks are more vicious than dudes, man. Right. Chicks are more callous, more sneaky. When they want to do something, they go get it done. She know what she do. You want to meet up with him for what? You want to have dinner with Derrick Jackson for what? Right. Come on, man. What we think? What's going on? Right. What you want to meet with Derrick Jackson for? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know what you want to meet with him for. Right. So what I'm saying is these women know what they're doing. They don't care. It happens all the time in the church. Right. Pastors, all the time. All the time in the church. They're looked at as victims. Nobody says nothing. I'm not taking up for the man. I'm taking up for the man's wife. Right. Because like I said, see, a lot of the manosphere talking points I don't disagree with. Mm-hmm. Because you got a lot of women out here, right? And this is straight for the manosphere brothers. Mm-hmm. You're right. You got a lot of women out here that do a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. That make bad decisions. Mm-hmm. And run wild, have a bunch of babies, overlook brothers. But then you got some women out here, right, that ain't living nothing like that. Mm-hmm. And brothers take advantage of them. Yep. Brothers take advantage of these sisters, man. And where's the sisterhood at defending these sisters? What I'm watching, seeing now is the actual sisterhood is taking up for the bust down woman, the side chick. Thank you for exposing. So watch this. Watch this, Derrick. Those same women that you parented to are the same women destroying your ass. Mm-hmm. The irony in that. The same women destroying your ass. Mm-hmm. And guess what? They all, and at the same time, the hypocrisy of a lot of these women, they all in line waiting for their turn. Yeah. They don't give a shit about his wife. They're gonna destroy him. They're gonna hell him. They're gonna nail him to the cross and hell him tomorrow. He gonna make a video. He gonna plead the blood of Jesus. He gonna get on his Baptist minister shit again, and he gonna be right. But the same way that pastor in Atlanta does. He get
Jamal Harrison Bryant.
Jamal Harrison Bryant. He get caught cheating. He go right. He plead the blood. Do an hour a hardcore sermon. Women fall out. He right back at it again. We're the only community. We're the only community where you get elevated. You notice, O'Shea? We're the only community where a man gets elevated for being a nigga on his family, and so does a woman. The woman is we're the only community where a man gets elevated for being a nigga on his family. He gets elevated. We've seen it. We've seen it with pastors. We see it with these rappers. We see it with these YouTube personalities. They get elevated for over people. And these women get elevated now for being side chick hoes. We the only, like, what's going on with this shit? Where's the condemnation? And at the end of the day, there's a lot of women, good women and good brothers left in the dust. Nobody's there to put their arm around them or tell them we see them. Nobody cares.
Right.
Nobody cares. That's what we got going on here. I'm telling you, I tell my brothers, look across YouTube and show me where you see the video where you got sisters condemning this sister or brothers condemning these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Condemning niggas. I do it. That actually hurt good women. Because you got good brothers and good sisters on both sides, man. And they get taken advantage of. See, O'Shea, everybody don't come in the form of a cheater right in front of you all the time.
Right.
Hey, I'm a woman beater. You want to date me? No, they come in their best.
Right.
Hey, hey, you know, a woman come, hey, I'm a whore. If you leave me alone, I'm going to cheat. No, she don't come like that. You find that out as time go on, man. So like I said, you have manosphere talking points that are true. But then you have brothers, man, that get with women. I seen it when I was into the church. I used to see some of them deacons have real submissive wives. These niggas was having babies. O'Shea, they was having babies on their wives by other women in the church.
Whoa.
I seen this shit. I seen brothers have submissive wives, man. Grew up in the church, man. Understood their role to a man. And these niggas, in the name of Jesus, was getting some of these new women that was coming to the churches or other churches pregnant. All the time. So a nigga don't just come in the form of a Pookie and Ray Ray.
That's true.
But again, nobody says nothing to the woman. It's just always about the man. So we've created this culture. Now, like I said, back in the day, they did. But nowadays, we've created this culture where the side chick is cool. I think it comes part of this woman's liberation now. They live in their best life. I'm free. You niggas did it for so many years, so we can do it now. I think that's where it's coming from. For so long, we sat on the sideline while you men did these things. Now we can basically do what you do. So women are just excusing it. But I'm telling women, you're doing it yourself, doing it to your detriment. Because a lot of you women want to be in relationships. How can you maintain a relationship where when you ain't calling out the f***ery of these women? You don't even trust the women that's standing next to you.
You know, that's interesting because it seems like for some of the ladies, like looking at her and looking at him, they would probably be like, well, damn, like, why is he with her? You know what I mean? I look better than her. Like,
there's a reason why he's with her. I'm gonna tell you why he's with her. He's with her because she's good for him, and she's good to him. Right. The other chicks just look good. That's it. They what else do you bring to the table? You got a fat ass, you look good. You can't do nothing else. So what I'm saying is, a lot of men, we like to fuck on them women, but we'll put this woman in a home because we know that she's going to take care of you. She's going to do those wifely things. A lot of them bust down chicks ain't doing none of that shit. First of all, they don't know how to cook. They ain't cleaning nothing. They no. And on top of that, they got 1,000 options where they don't have no reason to be submissive to you. Right. What they should be, but they caught up in the world. So he went and got, when I look at this woman, I told my wife, I said, people look at her and say, why he with her? What's the reason why he with her?
Mm-hmm.
And he gonna do what he got to do to keep her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he want to run around like niggas do. See, the problem is O'Shea, he created like this higher and mighty figure for himself. Whereas though now people are going to hold you to a higher standard than they hold themselves because you put yourself out there. See, I remember, O'Shea, when you speaking truth to power in the black community, you're not going to be liked very much. Because if you're really a person that's telling black people the truth about themselves, whoa, black people don't like that shit.
Nope.
If you stand out and you stand on righteous ground and tell black people the truth about themselves, they ain't gonna like you too much.
Nope.
So now when you come out and you pander and you do these things, now people are gonna hold you to a higher standard than they hold themselves. So now when you fall hard. Those same people that go out and sleep around every day, drink, cheat on their wives, cheat on their husbands, cheat on us, they're gonna ridicule you for the same shit they do because you put yourself out there as somebody above them. Yes,
that's exactly what he did too.
You put yourself out there, somebody above them. And then you went and got you, by all accounts, a good wife, and you f***ed over.
Right.
Or bust down.
Right.
With all the while.
2 bust downs. A lot of bust downs.
Yeah.
That's the ones we know. What about the ones we don't know about it? And I would suspect that we're going to keep hearing more and more and more.
And all the while, you was painting this picture about marriage, about he's just not good enough for you. Some of the titles. You're worth waiting for. What about your wife? Was she worth waiting for?
Single mothers are for grown men only.
Single mothers. Well, watch this though. Was your wife worth waiting for?
Uh-oh.
Was your wife good enough? I was reading the titles, brother. I seen them titles. See, I'm almost 50. I seen this party before. You got the girl, man, you know what? She ain't the best looking one in the world, but I'm good. She gonna put up with my shit. I'm good. She gonna put up with my shit. She a good girl. You know what I'm saying? You know, she take care of my needs. I got this. And you get a gem like that, what most brothers is looking for, and you that over. Nah, nigga, I ain't got no respect for you. I ain't got no respect for you. See, because I'm always, as a black man, I'm gonna take up for the good woman. The good woman. I don't f with bust downs. Nigga, listen, Manosphere talking points is old to me, nigga. I understood She's So Scandalous and back in 95. I understood Ho Happy Jackies in 95. This ain't nothing new. We always knew who hoes was, but we frisbee hoes around. Like a frisbee at a park. That's what we did with hoes. But we always understood the difference between the hoes and the regular girl. Every nigga in the hood ain't call every girl a bitch. Because every girl in the hood wasn't a bitch.
Right.
Let's keep it real. Every black woman in the black community ain't a bitch or a hoe. It's a lot of good girls, man.
Yep.
But there's also a lot of fucked up girls that participate in the. And all I'm saying in closing is, a lot of the brothers in the manosphere is vindicated. You know, I don't always agree with the application of everything in the manosphere, but I understand why it exists.
Right.
And a lot of the brothers in the manosphere is vindicated because he turned out to be a nigga. And I gotta say it that way because I'm not an advocate of hurting. And our community's already messed up good black women and good black men. I'm not an advocate of sisters doing brothers wrong, good brothers, decent brothers. I'm not an advocate of these niggas that come in the name of righteousness doing good sisters wrong. I ain't on that. If you want, leave that good sister alone and just go bust downs. And just say you think shit, just do that. But leave the good sisters alone, man. So and like I said, as I started, the ball is in y'all court. The Cynthias, the Pink Pills, the Tasha Keys. Are y'all going to condemn side chick culture? Are y'all going to condemn it? Because if y'all don't, I would humbly ask you, married sisters, you sisters in committed relationships that continue to support those channels, leave them alone because they're not on your side. They're not on your side. It's so hard to maintain a relationship or a marriage and in a culture today that's anti-relationship, period. It's hard to maintain it. You ain't no sisterhood that you can trust because as soon as you turn your back, them women will be trying to f your man. And if they ain't condemning side chick culture, cut it off. Because the only victim here is Derek's wife, not them two chicks who decided, and all the rest of the ones that we don't know about, and Derek. None of them is the victims. None of them is the victims. So I mean, that's just what I want to talk about. The challenge is there. I expect a lot of other brothers in the manosphere to also challenge these women to call out the side chick culture. See, they ain't got no problem calling out men in the that they do. Let's call out the side chick culture. Mm-hmm. Sisters, do you sisters really? Do y'all really want to protect good black? See, I shouldn't have to do this. Sisters should already be doing this, not me. I shouldn't have to do the call out O'Shea for these sisters to call out side chick culture. Why I gotta be the one to do it? Why me?
Right.
You know what I mean? You know. So like I said, they don't have a problem condemning black men. So condemn the bust downs. Condemn it. So again, sisters, if you're married or you're in long-term committed relationships and you love your husbands, you love your husbands, you love your sons, you love your uncles, you love your brothers, you love all that. Like, and you know, you tired of hearing these women always poke at men. But you know, as a woman, you know that your girlfriends and shit that women do, and these women refuse to call it out, then they ain't your friends. Those are the same women that sleep with your man. Those are the same women that see when your man buy you a new car because you a good woman. When he buy you a new car for a Mother's Day or your birthday, or he take you on a Cancun trip because you deserve it. You good women that actually deserve it. Those women are watching, and they waiting for you to turn your back, so they can go down on your man to try to get some trinkets or try to get something. That's why she asked Derek to meet her for dinner for book signing. She know what the he was doing. Women are crafty than crafty than, and I'm just telling you the truth, man. I know what women do. So if sisters, the good women, if they ain't calling it out, get out of that crowd. Get out of that crowd, because I'm telling you, they see you with a new necklace on. Because O'Shea, you know us brothers, when we actually love a woman, we got a good woman that we love, we give them the world. That's not simping though. If you got your wife or your committed other and y'all happy, it's nothing wrong with you giving that woman. Not when you Quavo spending $2 million on it, ain't worth it. But when you got a good woman that's been down for you, had your children holding you down, she do deserve the world. But remember, sisters, other women is watching that shit, and she want what you got.
George, tell everybody about the Urban Nerds YouTube channel briefly, and then thank you for coming on today. Go ahead and let everybody know. Yeah,
my Urban Nerds channel, you know, my Urban Nerds Foundation is my nonprofit 501c3. Like I said, we take kids on college tours. We're working at a robotics club here in Philadelphia with Drexel University. We go into the prisons and talk to the youth in prison. We're working on creating a scholarship program for kids coming out of lockup to get them in trades programs. I got police officers affiliated with it. You know, O'Shea's going to post a picture in the timeline for our last trip. I got military guys. We take trips to military bases. We want to we're going to have math and reading classes here during the summer. You know, enrichment classes for kids all through our program. We actually working on getting kids sponsored to tennis camps and golf camps and different things. So we just trying to introduce kids from urban areas into different things, man. Turn their minds on to different things so our kids can have a chance to becoming the best version of themselves. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just doing my part. The part that I feel like that I can do. I embarked on this journey, talked about it 3 years ago. Now I'm walking in my vision. This is my vision, Urban Nerds, and developing young black boys and black girls, man. This is what I want to do. So you can go to www.urbannerds worldwide, and you can see the website. You can donate there. You can go to our Instagram, our Facebook. All of it is Urban Nerds. Our YouTube channel is Urban Nerds. You know, that's just what we do, man. But again, we need support. I'm working on trying to get 5,000 pledges, $5 to $10 a month pledges across the country. I don't want to have to keep relying on corporate money to do things for the community. We have to, like O'Shea always say, we have to learn how to support our own stuff.
Right.
Our own stuff, man. So that's about it.
Now, guys, I'll put the first comment at the top. I really thank Brother George for coming over and killing the interview. Check out this Cash App. All the information is down there. It's actually on the screen in the Urban Nerds Foundation. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. All my information is pinned to the first comment at the top. I'm out.